extremely well in the finals. Haslam came through for them. Mike Miller had an unbelievable Game 5 to close out Oklahoma City. So the depth was sort of shaky there for a while, but ultimately it paid off.
The Heat leading by 3. Allen kicks to Wade. Allen with the rebound.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Here's Conley, and Allen slams it in.
Boy, that kind of hustle you just love to see.
And it gets his teammates fired up.
Yeah, especially with the powerful slam to finish things off.
Chalmers dishes to Bosch. He's up against Gasol. The turnaround. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, Zach Randolph last year injured his knee in the 4th game of the season and missed about 3 months. But the Grizzlies held it together in his absence. And when he returned, obviously, he helped that front line. And that made the Grizzlies one of the scariest teams in the Western Conference.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Marc Gasol.
Tell you what, when he gets going strong to the hoop, there's almost nothing the defense can do.
Jared Bayless is checked in for the Grizzlies. The Heat have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Well, they were a fairly decent free throw shooting team a year ago, Kevin, about 77% from the line.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
And I think Randolph, when he returned from the knee injury last year, Clark, he battled, continued to be tough on the glass, but I really don't think he was 100%. What do you think?
I agree with you. I mean, again, you can get back on the court after a knee injury, but it's not until that second off-season of rehab and working on your game that you're able to get back to full form. Well, you're not going to get a more high-quality look than that. Terrific offensive rebound there.
Deflects the pass. LeBron James again. LeBron's now got 8.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down. He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Rockets.
Pretty lazy effort defensively that night from them, guys. I know that it sounds harsh, but hey, I speak the truth.
Yes, you do. Where were the adjustments is my question. I mean, the coaching staff didn't seem to realize, as everyone else watching did, that changes had to be made defensively. They never moved on anything.
Conley kicks to Gay. The 17-footer. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Heat lead by 4. Stay with us.
Coming up this Wednesday night, LeBron James and the Miami Heat take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. Live from Los Angeles.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
And you could see early on, guys, they were going to go inside and try to establish their offense in the paint area. That's exactly what they've done.
And I think that's exactly where they should continue to attack moving forward, Steve.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Send a message.
Yes, sir.
A message and put it on the highlight reel for later.
And that replay sponsored by Sprite, giving us a great look at that one. Allen, right side. Gay, left side. Gasol gets to Conley, tipped away. Over Wade, and it's Conley that time on the assist by Gasol. Conley's got his first bucket in this one.
The Memphis Grizzlies had one of the better home records in the league last year. I mean, they were right there near the top of the league in terms of home wins. Very tough to beat. 26-7 was the record, Kevin.
Back to Allen. This is to Wade. Inside to Bosch. And the shot is good. Bosch has got his second bucket tonight.
You know, it's easy to take him for granted because we're so used to seeing him make those kinds of plays.
Clark back to Memphis at home. Those 26 wins at home, tied for the second most in the Western Conference, and it really let you know that they were one of the elite teams in the conference. Steve, an up-and-coming team, certainly.
Well, this is a very difficult arena to play in, and an underrated venue, I think, the FedEx Forum. It's a great place. The fans are rabid, and they love this young team that is so impressive and has such a bright future ahead.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Brick. Doris, over to you.
Kevin, despite his tremendous size and athleticism, LeBron James had always been a player who scored facing the basket, but his postgame has become a point of emphasis. He worked with the great Hakeem Olajuwon in the offseason to develop his moves, and last season started putting them to work. Teammate Udonis Haslem said, "You take one of the best athletes to ever play the game, and if you can implement some of Hakeem into LeBron's game, not only does it take his game to a whole nother level, it takes our game to a whole other level as a team." Dwayne Wade said he has the ability to be one of the best post players in the game. With his passing, rebounding, and scoring, that's just going to make us better. Kevin, a scary thought.
You're right about that. Thanks, Doris.
Well, there's no question. I mean, that's where LeBron's strength and explosiveness really gives him the best advantage down in the paint. He threatens the defense so heavily down in that lane area.
Allen passes to Conley. Into Zach Randolph. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Allen with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Randolph dishes to Conley. Conley left side. Here's Gasol. Excellent D there from Allen. The Heat leading by 4 to the paint. LeBron defended by Allen. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Let's take a look at Rudy Gay and how his season turned out. 16th in steals, and he was right up there among the league's elite scorers, cracking that top 20 list in points per game.
Steve, you go back and look at where he ranks in steals, top 20. He showed the kind of defensive presence and awareness that very few players have. All business there, not messing around one bit. Flushed it right with one hand.
He never does, Clark. He never does.
Well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one.
Wade working against Allen. A slam dunk by Wade.
I tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And those plays will give your team a huge boost.
.130 left in the first half. And Randolph with the basket on the assist by Conley. 9 points for Zach Randolph.
Well, Zach Randolph, a true scorer, both inside and out. You know, you can knock down that rainbow jump shot with a hand in his face. Not the quickest guy, but just has a knack for finishing over the top of bigger defenders when he gets in the lane.
It's stolen by Wade. Takes it up for the stop.
Ammonia strong finish right there, partner. You hear me? That was ammonia strong.
Yeah, ripped it down with 2 hands.
That's about as high percentage as you can get.
Conley kicks to Gay. Back to Conley. Memphis moving it around. The shot's good from Gasol. And Randolph, a gifted post scorer. It was fun to watch him work down low.
Yeah, he sure is fun to watch, Kevin. He understands how to use the angles to his advantage. He nudges guys off their defensive position. He's able to get shots off over shot blockers that are much taller. He doesn't beat you as much with speed as he does with guile and touch.
Randolph, a screen on Allen. Gay passes to Randolph. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Randolph's got 11.
3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, you'd like to see a little more out of the defense. How about trying, guys?
Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Bayless comes in for Tony Allen. The 3 from Chalmers. And it's Randolph with the rebound.
Solid advantage in the rebounding totals for them so far here.
You know, in every game, but particularly in a close game, every little advantage you can use helps, and they're certainly enjoying one on the glass here.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
From deep, LeBron, no good.
You gotta love it. I mean, this kid battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. It's the Heat leading by just one. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Today's a day to honor our nation's heroes. It's Veterans Day, and this is the NBA. For the Magic, they'll be up.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
We've seen D-Wade getting it done. He's got 17 points and the 2 nice steals as well. What touch he's got out there. He's hardly missed anything.
Well, they've got to do anything they can to keep the ball out of his hands.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Mario Chalmers and Dwayne Wade, the tandem in the backcourt. Ray Allen and LeBron James, the forwards. And it's Bosh in at the 5 spot.
When you're the talk of the league, it comes with some perks and additional pressure. I mean, you've got a target on your back, and that's what the Heat had on them all last year. A lot of teams in the West wanted to test themselves against Miami.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, the Heat last season decided to revamp their offensive strategy, playing a more free-flowing style to try to take better advantage of their quickness and playmaking ability. Chris Bosh said, "We're not just going to go out there and play pickup, but we are going to get into our spacing, make the right cuts, read each other, and just go out there and play." LeBron James said, "It suits our personnel. It's been good for us to just read and react. No matter if it's a make or a miss, we want to get the ball up the floor as fast as possible." Kevin?
Well, Doris, when you've got that kind of talent and IQ, playing on instinct can certainly be effective. Miami, for the most part, Steve, dealt with the West all right. You know, they're 11-7, but clearly it wasn't as easy for them as when they played teams from the East.
Well, the Heat have to travel a long way, you know, coming all the way from Miami to go to the western part of the United States. I think that can be a factor. And let's face it, the Western Conference is much stronger than the East, so their record out there is not going to be as impressive.
Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Ray Allen 4th, and of course Mike Miller.
And what shooting we saw from those guys last season. I mean, they were draining shots from everywhere. Just seemed to be on a roll all year.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Wade against Allen. The drive by Gabe. Uses the drop step, and he gets the jumper to drop. Gabe's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, you look at Lionel Hollins, and I'm so impressed with the job he's done. I actually played for him way back in 1988. He was an assistant coach with the Phoenix Suns. That was my rookie season. And he was just a really good guy to play for. Worked hard, has a nice way about him. Kind of a player's coach. Really has a good relationship, a good feel for his player.
Gets it to go. Gabe's got 8 points.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Wade drives in. Rejected by Gasol.
Can't connect there, but still a red-hot start to the half, hitting 4 of their first 5 field goal attempts.
Conley dishes to Gasol. Gets it to go. He's got 12. And this Grizzlies team, up and coming in the West, certainly. You've got to give Coach Hollins, Steve, a lot of credit for their success.
Well, what he's done is he's given this team an identity and a style, and that's so important in this league. You know, what Memphis is, they're an inside-out team. They're tough, they're blue-collar, and they're going to defend every game, and that really comes from their coach.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Arthur's checked in from 11 feet away. No good. And it's Miami the other way. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That will be the 3rd of this 6-game road trip.
And you know, for the Rockets, that's a game they'd really like to have.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Back to Chalmers. The feed to Wade. Shoots over Arthur. Miami no good on that time either. Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
And you look at Rudy Gay, I've really been impressed with his development as a player, expanding his game, improving as a passer and a defender, and he's always been able to score.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. Gasol gets to Allen. 1:31 left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Conley against Chalmers. Conley's shot is off. And when you look at Rudy Gay's development as a player, Clark, he's really grown, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he absolutely has, Kevin. And I think having a chance to watch his team get to the second round of the playoffs while he was hurt served as good fuel for him during the offseason. He's really come back a much better all-around player.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Allen. The shot is off. Excellent D from Wade. Throws it up high. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. The second chance points on the tip-in. Arthur's got his second basket.
You know, not everything's falling for them, but they're definitely capitalizing on their second efforts.
Well, you know you're going to miss shots in this game, so you've got to attack the boards and continue to get yourself second chance opportunities. That's exactly what they're doing.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Allen. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
Right now, he's in a bit of a funk. I look for them to look at other options on offense. Tell you what, he's a gutty player, guys. I mean, he's giving away a lot of inches, a few inches anyway, and he still finds a way to win those rebound battles.
Here's Allen. It's a tie game in Memphis. We'll take a quick... So as we get rolling here in the fourth quarter, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Uncontainable game. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, and our uncontainable game, the Grizzlies are the recipients. Things have been going their way through the first 3 quarters, and with the way they've executed, there is no reason to think it won't continue on.
All right, Doris, thanks. Zach Randolph is out there with Quincy Pondexter. Then there's Wayne Ellington. Then it's Tony Roten. And it's Spates in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Roten with it. There's the pass to Spates. All sorts of time. And good on the basket. Book it.
Well, none of the defenders were quick enough to step out and get a hand in his face on that jump shot. Big mistake there.
The Heat shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Bosch kicks to Chalmers. T-Wade on the wing. Wade, right side. Outside Bosch. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, Bosch is a skilled power forward. He has a polished face-up game. What he really wants to do is catch the ball 15, 17 feet out, turn, face, and use either that jump shot or the quickness to get around his defender.
Well, a big part of his versatility is the accurate jump shot. I mean, able to spread the floor for his teammates as penetrators, and with his 6'11" height, it's a tough shot to recover to.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Well, with Zach Randolph going down last year and missing a significant amount of time, you knew that the Grizzlies would have to have some other players step up, and they sure got it from Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. Those two guys really upped their games, and I thought they were the key to Memphis having an excellent season.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Lionel Hollins gave to his team during that last break. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
Thanks, Doris. Allen for the 3. Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got 3 rebounds now in this one. You see, that's a big part of what makes the Grizzlies so good. They don't have a go-to guy, but Rather just a wonderful collection park of good young players, a lot of positions.
And no real weaknesses either. I mean, there really isn't one area or position or style that they can't adapt to or play with, Kevin. And you like that about their team. Part of their success is just their ability to be able to match up with anybody.
Passes it to Randall. It's stolen by Allen. LeBron kicks to Allen. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Gay. Over Wade. Here's Gasol. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know Gasol is playing well. 8 rebounds and also 3 steals.
He's been able to score. He's been defending effectively. So, am I leaving anything out?
I really don't think so. I mean, he is putting on a clinical performance here, surgeon-like.
He's just got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of high-pressure situation.
Wade gets a screen from LeBron, and it's Wade penetrating. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Wade's got 21 in the game. Conley, the pass to Randall. Back to Conley. He kicks to Gay. Goes up on the wing, and that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. 10 points for Gay.
He's really ramping it up now.
Back to LeBron. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Allen kicks to LeBron. Pass to Allen with the lead pass. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Allen. And that's now 29 points for LeBron. A minute 42 left in the game. Rudy Gay on the wing. On target from 13 feet. Gay's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
And now the Grizzlies, fast break. He's got the ball. LeBron with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Allen. Grizzlies with the rebound. Randolph's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's laboring out there right now, guys. The shot has not been falling for him this quarter.
And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Outside Gasol. He dishes it to Conley. Outside for Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. To take the lead. Rebound by the Heat. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Chalmers. Feeds it to Wade. LeBron outside. He passes to Chalmers. Back to LeBron.
Good! Boy, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Allen outside. Now the dish to Randolph. LeBron with the block. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Nice work there. Steps up, knocks them down, and makes it a 2-possession game.
"17 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Gay. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Boy, coming through with the game in the balance.
Yep, a game-changing clutch bucket there.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw misses. Gasol with it.
A chance to tie it up, Clark.
A 3 would make it happen.
Conley with the three. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game.
60, 63.
1.